Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Book review, Designing the Unstoppable Black Man by Waymon Brown. Yeah, check this joint out, Let me see, let me get it closer for y'all. Yeah, the links to get this book will be in the description box. The links to his website and to get these books. Now, this young man, he had sent, he sent me a message a few weeks ago talking about his book. I said, yeah, send me a copy, man. I'll give it a review. And it was an honor to review it. Let me read the back for you because the subtitle is A Personal Achievement Guide for the Everyday Black Man. Now, let me read what's on the back. It says, Designing the Unstoppable Black Man, a personal achievement guide for the everyday black man is a timely and necessary work for African-American men, written with practical and actionable advice specifically, that's my word to trip over today, specifically for the black man who knows that he is much more capable in life than he has been demonstrating and who needs the right tools to live a life of personal expansion and fulfillment. And he talks about many things in this book. And I'm gonna tell you what, is right up my alley. Because if people look at really what I'm talking about on here, it's more than just man gets woman. It's man becoming the best version of himself, a man becoming sovereign. And though I have supporters literally all over the planet, for personal reasons, I'm especially concerned with African American men. This is the environment I grew up in. And we always know that we hear all the negative stats, all the negative perception and everything. So anything that's produced to help African American men grow is especially appreciated by me. Like I said, of course, I have support from all over the planet, but my sons are African American. And I'm about my sons. So, but I'm gonna tell you what, with this book, it was powerful. Because you know what? There's two types of self-help books out there. One are the rah-rah self-help books. They rah-rah, yeah, you can do it. Yeah, it seems all esoteric and stuff. And then there's the ones that give practical advice. This gives practical advice. And he does it in so many areas. There were a few that I just highlighted. I mean, he still talks about a lot. He talks about the basics for simply dealing with life, for simply living, just basic standards that really any man needs. You gotta have it. Every man gotta have standards. You gotta have certain things he does and stuff as a man, just to be sovereign. Certain basics. Every man should be working towards having his own spot, having some control over something, having a ways of making a living, just operating in life. And, he talks about dealing with women, because let's be real, and I said this on this channel. I said women are the commercial to a man's main program, but let's just be real. We want women. We need women. Shoot, that's a basic thing. That's why a lot of guys are complaining, because they don't have women. And when you're going through life, if you just want them just for companionship, or if you're trying to build a legacy or something, you still got to deal with women. And really, if you're talking about business, work, like it or not, just everyday life, you still got to deal with women. And he has a chapter on that in a very practical ways of dealing with women, very practical ways of looking at it. So he had to put that in there, but the majority of the book is just what a man can do for himself. Like, I especially like the chapter where he talked about building your personal power, because, hey, look, anybody who really know me, I'm about power. When I talk about sovereignty, that's power. When you're dealing with women on your terms, that's power. When you have the money to live the life you want to live, that's power. When you have that power within you, and I'm going to be talking about that this Saturday. My inspirational time just for men. Like on my Saturday podcast, they just for men is more inspirational, more self-development and everything. You got to have it. And his power, he talks about power in different areas. And that's the thing. And I'm going to tell you what. Finally, he talks about a chapter, he talks about financial empowerment. He talks about financial empowerment. He don't quite call it that, but that's what he's getting into. Like it or not, as men, we gotta make money. Now, you know, I say don't use the money to get women, but you still gotta have money to live. I have to have money to pay for this equipment to record this on that's controlled by my smartphone. I gotta pay for all of that. I gotta pay money. Look, I eat, y'all see it. I'm a big dude. I gotta eat to throw up those weights and stuff. I gotta have money to do that. I mean, like it or not, like money isn't everything. It's just up there with oxygen. And since men in general, for the most part, don't hunt food or for their own, you know, just to eat or just build their own homes, we have to have money to get these things. Because a man without money in his pocket, he's gonna have trouble. He can't do. It gives us the power to do. He's talking about that in there, working on your marketable skills. And then the final thing, and he talked about a few more things. I'm just highlighting the stuff that really popped out to me. He talked about creating an empowerment culture for Black men. Culture is important. The environment that you're in is very important. And quite frankly, brothers need to be supporting each other. Brothers need to be supporting each other. If you look at other racial groups of men, other nationalities, one of the things they do, they support each other. They don't have to like each other personally, but they on the same page and they're coming at each other. The groups that run this world of men are circles of men who are supporting each other, and they will have something in common, the same race, the same spiritual background, the same ethnic background, whatever, you know. That's just the way of it. And we need that. He talks about building that type of culture within the Black community, and not on some kumbaya stuff. He specifically wrote kumbaya, not on some, but just some realistic stuff, some realistic plans. And now, you know what I like? One of the things I really loved about the book, like I said, it wasn't rah-rah. He gives specific ways. He gives specific plans. I mean, he details. They say, look, if you want this is what you need to do. And he's like step by step, step by step. And anybody can do it. And you know what? Just to let you know how real he is, he shares his background and what he went through, what he had to overcome. And then actually, that's a true healer right there. They conquered something. Now he's reaching back. He made it over the wall. He's throwing that rope back and say, hey, come on up, come on up. And he's telling you how to do it. He's telling you how to do it. And I'm gonna tell you what, we need to support more books like this. More books, especially for Black men. Because let's just be real on something. If a Black man so much is, I don't know, sneeze or something, oh, it's all over the news, pictures or something. But if you get some Black men saying, okay, I'm gonna build a school in the community and stuff with my own bare hands, you barely hear that. Let's just think about that. So, and you know, every negative stat, everything, oh yeah, well, they the bottom of this, you know, you got Black women, you got groups of Black women talking about they're gonna divest from Black men. It's like, come on now. And then if a Black man even look for happiness or something, oh shoot, it's like jumping on him, oh, what you doing wrong? No, we need empowerment. And see, the thing is, we can't ask anybody outside of ourselves to empower us. We can't ask. Men build themselves. If you look at the successful groups of men across the planet, they build themselves. They ain't asked for anything. So we need to be doing that. And this book, he provides a very actionable plans for it. And I'm gonna tell you what, two specific things, not even what he talked about, but really what moved me. One was just solutions. Y'all know me, and I said this several times. I don't like, you notice I don't be on panels just talking about anything. I got issues with that. Or just talking about the problem. I'm like, okay, what's the solution? Like, even with my books, they were written as solutions. Not just to get women, but for a man to have sovereignty. Anybody's read Sexual Chemistry, I'd let you know, okay, fine, you can get women now, let's go beyond that. Even in my book, Nice Guys and Players, I start off one way, but people really read through it. They say, wait a minute, he takes us someplace else. Because it's all about that sovereignty and stuff. And that's the thing. He provides solutions and sovereignty. A man building himself, having control in his own life. Now, we know, like I said, we got all the stats out here, all the negative stats. Oh, Black men ain't doing this, Black men ain't doing this, people talking trash. Sometimes our own women talking trash. All right, well, we're gonna build ourselves up. And really, we need to do that for ourselves. And for the brothers out there, definitely get this book, study it, develop study groups. If a group of y'all get a study group for it. It's providing practical solutions for building yourself into the best man you can be. And that's important because ultimately you have to build yourself. You can't ask someone else to take you out of that hole. You got to figure out how to climb out of it. And he's done the work. He's reaching back with this very powerful book. So definitely check it out. The links are in the description box. 5 stars, 5 out of 5, 20 out of 20 stars, whatever. Because I'm gonna tell you what, with me, anything that's really helping a man to be the best man he can be has my 100% support. Anything, and it can't be on some bullshit or anything. It can't be on some bullshit and complaining and, oh, I wish they would do this. No, a man's power is in here. A man's power is in here. He has to build from in here. And that's the important thing. So definitely check out the book. His website is in the description box. A link to get this book is in the description box. And definitely check it out. Let's show some support. And for others out there that have similar books, hit me up. For those out there who have an idea for something similar, hit me up. All right? That's the important thing. All right? So anyway, I want everybody to keep rising. Peace and blessings, everyone.